Kit Davy here. Today I want to show you how to convert a postcard into a cute little booklet that has some dangling beads. The fun thing about this book is you can take some postcards in any size pretty much, or even old photographs, and just fold them in half and add some pages, and you'll have a sweet little notebook that you can keep in your purse, your car, or give away as a little favor. So here's what you need to make the little booklet. You need a postcard. This one happens to be 4 by 6. And then 6 pieces of paper that you cut so that this dimension here is about 1/8 of an inch shorter than the height of the postcard. So this is 3 7/8. This postcard is 6 inches wide, so I cut the paper to 5 7/8 inches. So you need 6 pieces of white paper, or they could be pattern paper, or you could collage onto them. And then you'll need a little pair of scissors, a bone folder if you have one, an awl if you have one. If you don't have an awl, you can just use a chunky needle, a pair of binder clips or paper clips, and then I like to punch into a piece of foam core, but you don't necessarily need it. You can just punch into your cutting mat, and then you'll need a needle and about 24 inches of thread. And I'm just using extra sturdy cotton thread here, but you could use wax linen thread or a lighter weight thread. And then for the little dangly beads, I would say anywhere between 4 and 8 beads per dangle. And I would test your beads first with the thread in the needle to make sure that the beads will go over the end of the needle. So to start with, you just do a little folding. Fold this in half, and I'm going to use my bone folder, although you don't need a bone folder. You could just use your hand, or you could use your finger, or use a ruler to flatten that. And then I'm going to take my 6 pieces of paper and fold them in half. And then I can do a couple at a time here. Then once I've folded them in half, I'm going to nestle them inside each other and then fit it inside my postcard like that. So I've got my paper nestled in, centering it in the folded postcard, and then I'm going to take my binder clips and just hold the paper in place so that the folds are lined up with the folds of the postcard. And then I'm going to take my awl, or I said also if you just have a chunky needle, you could use that. And I'm going to eyeball this. The center of this is probably at about the 2-inch mark, so I'm just going to poke a hole right there. And I'm going to go over about 1 inch to the right. Poke a hole. I could be really more exact and measure exactly, but eyeballing for an informal book like this is easy squeezy. And I want to make sure that the holes went all the way through. Yes, they did. So it's time to stitch the booklet together. And what I did was I added the 5 beads to my thread. I did a chunky knot here at the end and another knot on the other side to lock in the beads. Start in the middle hole. And then go to one of the other holes. Then you can go all the way over to the far hole Okay, so I've got a long stitch here, and I've pulled over the, trying to straighten this out here. I pulled that down a little bit. So the beads are on one side of that long stitch, and then I'm going to go back through and try to come out on the other side of the long stitch. Okay, and I'm going to tie a knot. You might do the pamphlet stitch differently. That's okay. However you decide to do it is fine. It's taken me a minute, sorry. Okay, and now I'm ready to put my final 5 beads on this end of the string. 1, 2, 3, 4, and here's number 5. Then I'm going to lock that in with a knot. And I'm going to use my tweezers to push that knot down, or at least try to. Okay, and it looks like it's going to hold. Then I'll snip that off, remove my binder clips, and voila, we have a sweet little notebook made from a recycled postcard that has a couple of little dangly beads. So I hope you have fun making more of these. They're great to keep in your purse or in your card or write notes on, and make nice party favors too. So have fun.